Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your May 2020 forecast reading. This is the first time that I'm offering these kind of videos, and I do hope that you're going to enjoy the feature. What I need from you, though, before we get started, is I need you to please subscribe to my channel in the box below. Click on the little red button, and once you have subscribed, please click the bell notification so that you get notified when I do videos again, because there's going to be a whole lot of exciting things that are going to be coming out in the next while. So thank you so much, Gemini. So Gemini, these videos will be released the week before the first of the month, so a couple of days before the first of the month, so that when you go into the new month, you will have all this information available to you to help you through and to help you have an awesome month. These videos are all about guidance, inspiration, motivation, and just to give you a little bit of hope and to help you make the best of your circumstances. Right. I've got quite a few different decks that I'm going to be using today. So all the information on the decks and all the information on what I use will be in the description below. So once you've finished watching, if you're interested to know what was that deck or what was that deck, please scroll down and read in the description. You have all the information that you need over there. Right. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with the Trusty Tarot. And basically, we're looking to see what is May 2020 going to be. What is the energy that you Geminis are dealing with in the month of May 2020? So what does May have in store for Gemini this year? Let's have a look. Right, shuffled enough. We're going to take two tarot cards. So I'm going to take one right in the beginning, and I think that one over there looks like a good one. So Gemini, the first one we have for you is the Devil. So the devil is all about temptation. The devil is all about wanting to do things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. The devil is all about doing things in excess, but it's also about temptation. And with everything going on in the world at the moment, we're all a little bit desperate for a bit of fun. We're all a bit desperate for a bit of excitement in our lives. And, things are not so great. Things are quite scary, what's happening in the world. So Gemini, May is going to bring you ice cream. There's no other way of saying it, okay? May is going to bring you sweets and ice cream and temptation and make you want to do things that you're not supposed to be doing. So heed the warning. Attached to that, we have the King of Wands, and he's all about business. He takes no nonsense. He's all about business. Can you see him? He's standing at the map and he's dictating. He's making things happen. He's not emotional, okay? He's not allowing himself to feel. He's all about we must work, we must achieve, we must accomplish. So Gemini, May is going to be very interesting. You know that you're going to have to put your head down and get some work done. You know it, okay? There's just, that is exactly what it is. We have to work. We have to get busy. We have to achieve. We have to tick things off our list. But we don't wanna. In true Gemini style, we don't want to work hard. We don't want to do all of that stuff. We want to have some fun. We want to play. We want to be naughty. We want to be a little bit curious. We want to try things. We want to touch things and see what happens, okay? But please understand that this is the conflicting energy that you're going to have in the month of May, where you're going to want to play, you're going to want to have some fun, you're going to want to let loose and just enjoy yourself. But there's too much work to be done. There's too much work to be done, and you can't really afford the time to sit back and play and to have an easy time. Okay, so I've left those two cards in front of me so that I keep them in my field of vision to keep the message going. And now we're going to move on to the next deck. And this is our first Oracle deck. So let's see what the Oracle wants you to know about this conflict that you're going to have in the month of May with regards to wanting to play and having to work. What a terrible problem to have, hey Gemini. Right, let's have a look and see what this Oracle has for you. So we're just taking one from here. So here we have a lady who has taken off her dress. She's hung it on the tree. She's put on, I'm assuming it's masculine clothing or just easier, simpler clothing. And she's jumping in a little boat and she's like, okay, I'm sailing off. We have got mermaids. We've got ships. We've got everything good happening. She's even taken off her jewelry, which is hanging in the tree over there. And the message at the bottom says, affirmation for positive change. So, Gemini, May is certainly looking more and more interesting, more and more exciting as well, because Gemini, what it's saying to you is, again, that the temptation to just change and run away, the temptation to just abandon what we don't like about ourselves and to embark on something brand new is really strong. That temptation is there, okay? And sometimes we just feel like, you know what, stuff it, I'm doing it, I'm going, all right? That energy is going to be so strong. But again, I'm going to bring in our king because he is powerful, he is strong, and he's basically saying to you, don't be too quick to run away. So the first oracle is telling you affirmation for positive change. Positive change is possible. May is going to bring you these opportunities. But instead of just changing clothes and diving in the boat and running away, we need to think about it, because let's see what the next set of cards has to say to continue the message. So this is the enchanted map that I'm using now. And we're hoping it's going to navigate us. We're hoping it's going to give us the guidance and the inspiration we need to navigate this change that's coming through, and this temptation that poor Gemini is going to be suffering and having to deal with in the month of May. Let's have a look and see what this oracle has for us. So, again, we have this lady. The message at the bottom is talisman. So what is a talisman? A talisman is something that you carry with you, something that can be quite a simple object or it can be quite an intricate object. But what it does is it represents hope. It represents something positive. It represents a time in your life when life was good. It represents something that you're striving to achieve. It represents something that you want for yourself or want in your life. And that is what you need to hold on to. So the change that is coming, the change that you need, the change that you want, that's coming for you in the month of May, you've got to look out for the signs. I'm interpreting this as looking out for the signs. So don't just randomly jump in the boat and row off, okay? Unless all the signs have been pointing that this is exactly where on the map you need to be. So there is our king working on the map. He's pointing to the map. So you've got to watch out for the signs before you make any change. Don't allow the temptation to drive you. Don't allow the temptation to be the sign, okay? We need a little bit more than temptation, Gemini. All right, we need a little bit more than temptation. Look out for the signs. Look out for the talismans of showing you that it's the right thing, showing you that it's exactly what your heart and soul needs before you implement the change. So Gemini, we're now going to pick up the next deck, and this is the Spirit Animal Oracle, and what we're looking for now is to see which spirit animal is working with you in the month of May. I just dropped them all on the table. Well, not all of them, but a few of them. So Gemini, which spirit animal is working with you during the month of May? Let's see what animal it is and what the message the animal has for you. Okay. I love this. I love how all these cards sort of tie in and give such an appropriate message. So Gemini, you've got lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. And that's what you do. I mean, we know that Geminis are the biggest dreamers, aren't they? Biggest charmers and biggest dreamers. So Gemini, you need to dream the world into being. You need to recognize the temptation, recognize the danger, recognize the excitement, because temptation is not just danger, it's excitement too. Recognize the excitement, recognize your responsibilities, recognize where you want to be, dream it, okay? Dream about getting in that boat and running away. Dream it into reality. Dream yourself letting go of your exterior, removing descaling yourself, I don't know what the word is, okay? Removing your old skin, shedding the old skin, because that's what she's done here. And what does it say? Affirmation for positive change. So it's time to do that, but don't just jump into it. Make sure that you are following the correct talismans. Make sure that you are following the correct signs, and know that the lizard is with you. So during the month of May, anytime you feel stressed, anytime you feel a bit of anxiety, anytime you feel uncertain, look for the lizards. What is the message that the lizards have for you? What is it that the lizards need to say to you? Listen, pay attention. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be open to the lizards. All lizards, any kind of lizards. I'm loving that for you, Gemini. I really am. That's going to be awesome. So we can't stop there, because one thing that we haven't touched on is relationships. So we're going to use the Romance Angels cards to see what the Romance Angels want to say to you about your relationship, current relationship situation. So it doesn't matter if you're single, it doesn't matter if you're happily married, it doesn't matter if you're unhappily married, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. We have relationships with people all the time, relationships with family, we have relationships with co-workers, and I'm not talking always love relationships, all and any kind of relationships, but this is the romance angels. Let's see what they have to say about your current relationship status in the month of May 2020. Gemini, it's telling you to make the effort. At the bottom it says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So Gemini, in order for you to experience this, in order for you to be in control of your kingdom, to be in control of your life, you need to make the effort. Don't just follow temptation blindly. Don't follow temptation blindly, Gemini. You need to make sure that you are making the effort, putting in the effort, and doing things right. At the bottom, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I do think this is the big step that you're guided to take, which is about making change in your life. So, Gemini, May is going to be an interesting month. You've got the lizards giving you the signs, telling you when to make the efforts to make the changes that are necessary. Dream the world into being. You know, I think you need to hold on to that statement, hold on to that phrase for the month of May. And like I said, anytime you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit like, I don't know what to do, what decision to make, where do I go, what do I do, how do I do it? Come back to this. Come back to this. Make the effort. Dream the world into being, and everything will be right in your world. So Gemini, I do hope that inspires you and gives you the motivation and the guidance and the hope that you need to get you through the month of May. Remember, the whole objective here is to help you have a good month, help you make the right decisions at the right time for the right reasons. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell notification, and I'd love to hear from you. Comment in the description or comment down in the comments below and let me know if you enjoyed this video. And remember, a couple of days or a week before the first of the next month, you will have your next video. And then there are the Friday picker cards, as I call them. And on Mondays, I do tarot scraps. So there's lots to look out for, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. So until then, you take care.